Yeah, well, we all loved the script when we first read it collectively, and we really enjoyed making it, and we all believed in it and believed in the people that we had around us making it, like the director Tom Green and Tom Harper and Chris Ross, the DOP, and Howard's scripts are fantastic. So we kind of, you know, we believed in it, and it was just amazing that it did turn out to be such a success, which is great.
I think it was only when we actually saw it though. Eventually, well, for me anyway, it was when I saw it that I thought, oh my god, we've got a really cool show here, because you never know quite how something's going to turn out, you know, until you've seen how the whole production thing works. And yeah, it looks cool. Yeah.
And I think also what helped is all the directors are in, and both Toms. We also had an input.
Toms were Siamese twins, by the way. They had cruel parents and they named them both Tom.
Happens all the time.
Sorry.
Anyway.
She's just about to say something profound there.
I was actually. I'm trying to behave now.
And
I think also we all had an input and a chat and to sit down and go through the scripts with them as well, so we could make more of our character than what it was just on a piece of paper.
No, I was going to say, what's rare about Howard's scripts when we first read them was that they're genuinely laugh out loud funny off the page, because I find the script is a very aggressive format to read any kind of story. You know, it's just exterior, house, and none of the production design has gone in. It's all quite strip raw. But these scenes, these stories were hilariously funny, and I think Tom conjoined, and Owen and there's directors, they really helped to I think beef up the drama of the show and make it quite dark and quite serious at points. You know, so you've got this massively fluctuating mood throughout the show. And so basically it's rare when a show is that laugh out loud funny on the page, and that was what it was for me. I remember reading out the line I had to move. I was reading to my brother. I went, listen to this. And I went, oh hey Hannum, how are you? How's the herpes? Alright, calm down, it was a joke. That line where I'm on the phone in the show, and my brother had tears rolling down his face, and I just remember, this is brilliant. You know, if it's this good off the page. So yeah, it was a great start.
There must have been some points for all of you though where you were thinking, I'm not going to do that on camera.
Yeah, big time.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Give us a rerun.
Yeah, big time. I was just like, Tom, really? Do I really have to do that? He's like, yeah, the fans will love it. It'll be great. You know, no, you know, but yeah, definitely. I think that's why the thing about Howard scripts, that I think that's why the show's so good. A lot of the stuff that happens is really kind of quite borderline, but
Shameful.
and shameful. But you know, it seems to have gone down quite well. So yeah. Anyone else?
I think my hardest thing is the ADR. I had to do an ADR and I had to redo the noises of a sex scene. It's always quite embarrassing. In a booth. People staring at you. People staring at you, and it's a very intense scene.
How does that go?
It was very, very difficult to do. So things like that for me, I'm quite, well, I wouldn't say prudish, I'm not at all prudish, but to make it believable, to make it sound believable whilst standing up in a booth doing the actions, because it's always quite difficult.
Got to get into it.
Yeah, you've kind of just got to get into it.
And then they go, can you not move your feet? Because
because that's stopping. It's all with the head movements now, and I can't do that because it's messes up the microphone with me hair. So I've got to stand there and just make sexual noises.
I had to do some kissing, which isn't quite as bad, but you know, got to get into that. Kissing your hand.
Yeah.
It's very
Kiss your hand?
sexy.
They just told me to just do it right now.
No, I was kissing my hand.
What about the Fisherman's Friend scene?
Oh yeah, There's a lovely Fisherman's Friend scene coming up.
Yeah.
We won't say any more about
I won't
that.
say more, but it gets.
But it's
Talk
very
about
sexual.
oral pleasure.
What episode's that one?
That's the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Fisherman Friends are getting a big shout out, and they're going to be their sales are going to rocket. People are going to be getting Fisherman's Friends for Christmas.
Let's
hopefully.
say, yeah, they're experimental now. I think we saw some brief clips of a bit in episode 2 where I'm basically stood in the smallest little brown briefs, and I'm applying lots of sunblock on my almost naked body in front of the gang. But it was also in front of lots and lots of passers-by who were coming past the community centre and looking up and going, woo! So I was there doing my like party boy style application of the sun cream, and that was awfully embarrassing.
Deeply
I
disturbing.
think it helps to expand each character individually, you know. Like my guy, we like the first series, we go back into his family life, you know, which is completely separate, completely outside of the group itself, and you start to see why this guy is the way he is and why he's such a complete fool, and the I suppose the shaky foundations that he's grown up with, you know, basically to the discovery of a long lost half brother that he had no idea he had. And so there are, I think, like the first series, there are great involvements into the backgrounds of each character, which then expand and add new layers onto them as you go along. It's like Howard's writing. I think he just basically sets the characters up as this, and then shows you the complete opposite side of the coin, you know, as they go along, because that's how the characters expand.
Yeah.
You know? Gives you the extremities of each side.
I think that's one of the wonderful things about Misfits, and particularly the way that Howard's written these characters, and certainly the way that it's been directed, and is that they're all very three-dimensional characters. Although on the surface they seem like a stereotype, you all know someone like that. You know, you've got your athlete, your slag, your chap, your weirdo, and then you're just annoying bastard. And then but then you delve deeper into each character, and you start seeing all these different things, and then he's done a wonderful thing. He's brought in more characters that sort of challenge each thing, and it's just it's great how.
Yeah, so I suppose my favourite episode would. Do you know episode 6 of the last series was quite good for me. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, because you died.
Yeah, there was all sorts of stunts.
Oh god, that was funny in the church.
Yeah, that was the last scene we ever shot as well, wasn't it? Of the whole first series. That was a mistake as well, because basically there's the scene where she comes up to the coffin, the open casket, and she puts the iPod in my hand. But and we were really strapped for time. But I thought it'd be funny as she come up, I had my whole top lifted up to my neck, bare chested, and she just came up and she went, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" Oh! And then I completely put her off for about half an hour. And but yeah, that was crap.
Completely professional outfit.
Yeah.
And this series filming has had to be postponed for a few moments while we waited for Robert's horrendous farts to clear the air.
That wasn't even me. That was Peter on the first day. All charges.
And you did not.
So bad.
It would always be
But
somebody
I
else's closer.
Listen,
You'd
press.
be having
Listen,
that
media.
closer.
It just
And the best thing about it is, like, he'd look at me and go, and I could tell by his face, and he was like, oh no, here we go.
You're doing an emotional scene, it'd be on your face, and you just have Robert's what?
10 years' time, where do you think your characters will be?
In prison. Yeah.
I think my guy could possibly be have become the leader of like a travelling Christian circus. Do you know what I mean? In America, these guys in the Bible Belt who have great theatrics, right? But they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, they basically in their Alabama accents going, "I didn't come from no monkey." You're like, shut up, you fool of an imbecile, right? But basically they enrapture the audience with their energy and their theatrics, right? And I think my guy could become one of those guys and basically bleed these Christian cultists for all they're worth. It's like a religious circus, like Elmer Gantry, like Burt Lancaster playing Elmer Gantry in that film. I think that's where my guy's going to end up.